Hello everybody, hey, this is Ronnie. It is New Year's Eve, about 5:30. You want to see what Ronnie does on New Year's Eve these days? He fixes stuff. Yeah, I was bored. I'm going to stay home. Being it is New Year's Eve, it's like getting cold. It's going to be probably below zero. It's snowing a little bit. It's nasty out. I'm not going anywhere. I got plenty of smokes. I got plenty of brew hops if I want them. I'm good to go. I want to wish everybody else a happy New Year's Eve and a safe one, and a Happy New Year. Be safe out there if you're out and about. Like I said, around here it's not very nice outside with the weather and things. So, but yeah, here's what I'm doing. First thing I did, this is a battery charger for NiCad and the such. You know, the rechargeables you can buy instead of having to buy all them expensive Evereadys all the time. It quit working. It was flickering on and off, and it has a little computer chip and everything in it. And I was like, well, it probably took a dump because it'd been charging a little and then it'd quit, and then sometimes it'd work and it'd quit. And one battery did blow up in there, and I thought, it probably shorted across the circuit board somewhere, and it was kicking out the safety stuff for the charging on it so it don't blow batteries up. And I was going to toss it, just heave it and give it a little hee-ho, and I looked online quick. These are like $20-some, $25 for one of these again now. I went, well, for $25, let's tear it apart. So, and it did have, you know, it just got 4 screws in the bottom. You pull it apart, the board and all that neat shit. I got it back together now. It did have, I took it apart and I put my meter on it. You know, my handy dandy little meter, checked for voltage on it when I had it plugged in, and because I thought first it was maybe if I wiggled the cord, it plugs into, let me see if I can show you like this. It had an end on a cord like this, but this is a directional one. It was a bidirectional. I don't have any extra cords laying around that are bidirectional that would fit it. So, when I took it apart, it did have a plug-in for an end like I just showed you, basically in the back right here, where that big hole's at. Yeah, if you can see that, get some light on it. There you go. Well, I said I checked. I didn't have any voltage. I thought maybe the connector itself was broke from the board or something. It was on there, but when I went and checked for voltage just going into the damn thing, nothing. I jumped across positive to neutral, and it was reading like 1 volt. So that's not right. So I unplugged the cord and checked across with my own meter on the little plug-in that was in the back that I removed, and it showed it was okay, but it was awful loose and ready to break off anyway. So then I grabbed that cord, that was this cord, and started testing with my own meter from the end to where the plug was. One wire is broken. No juicy. It was just getting that 1 volt back feeding through a neutral. So, means I did not have a spare cord with that omnidirect, you know, bidirectional plug-in that's round on both sides that it fit. And it was shrunk, you know, it's heat plowed in, you know, melted in like this one is. So, you ain't going to take that apart. So I cut it off. Took the ends off. I took the plug-in out of the board that stuck out there. Soldered it up. Direct to the board. Put some hot glue and everything on it to hold it so it didn't pull out while I was using it, and I'll be damned if you can see here. Right there it is. Ready for batteries, charging. I put a couple batteries on it, and yeah, it's charging everything. It's working fine. It was just the damn wire was broke in that cheap freaking ass cord. I don't even know why they had the cord. Okay, so that works. So I'm happy about that. So now number 2, being I was still in a fix-it mode, this is, let me get that out of the way. This is a Pioneer DVD burner, a recorder, video recorder. It has a tuner and everything in it. This was about $400 back in late 90s. And it's been dead about as long as my Onkyo was, probably 8-10 years. And when I plugged it in, I checked it. I took a voltage spike hard enough years ago when lightning hit around here that it did fry a surge protector that I had this plugged into. So I just assumed it probably toasted it. But then I start thinking, well, it should have a protection fuse inside in line. So I just took the screws out of this, and we're going to see if we can just test and see if there's a fuse that might be blown. And I'll get her turned around here in the light and see, excuse my crappy video here, we'll see if there's an inline fuse here and see if it's blown up. If it is, that's a super cheap fix. I looked online what these are going for on eBay right now, anywhere from $125 to $185 for this unit. And it worked fine. It just quit one day. Went to turn on again, it was done. I thought it was that voltage surge, so we'll see if we got a blown fuse or something here. I'm see if I can do this one-handed. Take the cover off. I'll set it over here for a second. Okay, now if we look close, coming in, I'll show you here. There's the whole thing. Looks intimidating, but yeah, it is kind of, but it ain't. There is, should be, yes there is. Caution. Right here is a fuse that goes direct before it gets to the transformer to power all this stuff, or it drops down the voltage. There's the fuse. I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed and just check, see if that fuse is blown. I'll lay my meter right on here. I got it on ohms from before. If I touch the ends and it shows any kind of a number, I know the fuse is good. Then something else is peyote face somewhere. Let's touch this fuse. You see my meter? It is getting continuity through it. So that inline fuse right there at the beginning is good. So then what do we do now? Let's see. Basically what I do now is basically what you call look for shit stains. Is there a schematic? Some of these had a schematic on the inside of the lid. No, oh my goodness, I can see that. No schematic, but looky right there. If you can see that, shit stains on the lid. So something should show up. Okay, and it went this way, the shit stains there, so it should be, yeah, on the power transformer. It said it didn't even go into standby. This is the whole, basically the power transformer board. And let's start looking and see if we can figure out what made a shit stain. I'm going to zoom in here so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm a little shaky. I've been drinking coffee most of the frickin' day. I'm going to drink beer later. That's a transformer. Okay, we'll start looking from in line. Come on, focus. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to back it up a little bit. If you can see. Boy, I'm shaking. Let me try holding it left hand and pointing with my right hand. We're going to try, it's probably on this board, whatever. Well, there's a transformer. That is close to where it's at. I don't see any shit stains or marks on it. Let's start. It's got to be about in this area. We're going to start looking for anything that looks fucked up. Those are capacitors. If they were blown, they'd be split out where that little crosshatch is. If they get old and they blow, those are electrolytic capacitors. If they were blown out, they'd be popped on the top, expanded out. That shit stain looked like it was up here by the transformer, though. So I'm going to turn my hand over here. And let's see while I'm looking. Oh, hey, let me get my glasses. I do believe I have a couple culprits. Oh, it can't be that damn easy, can it? Okay, I'm going to pan this back a little more, because I'm too wibbly-wobbly. Okay, this capacitor, right where I'm putting, where am I here? Right here, this one is alright. This one right here beside it. You see this, how it's mushroomed up? It got a little blotch on it. Where am I? There we go, right here. Okay, that one right there is puffed up, and it looks like it's split. And also, I can see that this one right here, that capacitor is also split open. That's a pressure relief when they take a shit and short, so you don't blow up everything. It's a controlled explosion, basically. It just vents and blows out the top. That's what made that shit stain on the lid, because it's really close. Wow, this might be an easy fix. I said instead of throwing her away, I better just take it apart and look. It seems to be, if I look at anything else, I don't see any shit stains. So what I'm going to do is take this whole board out. Let's see, how hard is it? Well, there I can see with the name of one. The size of the other one. This one is a 3300 RFJ 10 volt 3300 microfarad. Basically capacitor. So, and then this, if I replace them, I'm going to replace this one. I'm going to replace the ones that are all kind of in line. This little C15 number here looks like it's alright. But this big guy here is toast. This guy's toast. This guy's alright, but it's C17, 19. They usually run in order with the numbers of how they run through the circuit. We got 23 is blown out, 19 is blown out, 17 would be 4, it ain't. C24, this guy over here. Well, the way it looks, I'm thinking just while I'm doing it, I'm probably going to replace this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, anything close. Maybe. We'll see if I can get them how much they are. Usually they're like $1.50 a piece, right? I said this thing's worth 125 bucks. So, okay. Well, that was quick enough to find the shit stains on. Like I said, that guy there is popped. And that guy right there is popped. The one in the middle, but I'm going to write down the numbers when I get it out and go to like DigiKey online or somewhere. If they want too much, maybe I'll just go on eBay or look on Amazon. But yeah, that shouldn't be more than $15 or $20 for those capacitors. If that. I'll let you know. Okay. Well, that's the name of that tune. Hopefully, I said the transformer and everything looks good and it don't look like anything's burnt. So I'm going to try that first. I'm just going to order a few capacitors, and if they show up in a week or so, we'll do that. I'll make a video after I got the board out of how to replace them and put it all back together, and we'll see if it works. But yeah, to get it out, I just got to unplug it, and there's like screws down in this corner and down in that corner. Move the wiring out of the way. That plugs in. You know, it's all a plug-in board, so it ain't going to be that big of a deal. Just take the screws out, unplug it, move those out of the way, yeah. And that's it. Pull it out and get my numbers off those capacitors and go to the little Confuse your computer and go to DigiKey or somewhere and order me up some capacitors. All right, man. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve. Happy New Year in 2019. And hopefully everything works out and I'll have this thing fixed for under 20 bucks. Hey, there, I finally quit shaking and it's showing. Alrighty, yeah, there's the blowed one right there, and right there. But I'm probably going to replace at least those three. The other ones, we'll see. Depending how much they are. But yeah, I was just going to chuck it, throw it in the junk bin, iron bin at Alder's out at work that we got. And hell, I might be able to fix it pretty damn easy. I didn't think they were worth that much money yet. Shit. Alrighty, man, y'all have a happy new year. I'll make a video when I get this thing ordered up and when I am ready to take it apart and put the new capacitors on and stuff. You know, a little how-to. Alrighty, but yeah, man, that's it. Like I said, to take this board out, all I have to do is unplug that plug-in right up here, and the other little plug right beside it, right here, that runs through that loom. Take out the screws, unplug this big cord out the back, it just slides in. Oh, it looks like one screw holds it. Yeah, and that's it. Then I can get at that board. Alright, man. Happy New Year, everybody. Have a good one. Be safe. Make sure you get home. Alright? Even if it's after hours, New Year's Day, when you get home, make sure you get home in 2019, alright? Be safe out there. Don't do nothing stupid. Watch out for the other guy. Love you all, man. Have a good one. I'll be back. Bye.